Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Danielle. If you didn't know, now you do know. And this is going to be my January favorites, which actually I'm getting up pretty close to the end of January, which is awesome. If you can hear the little tippy tapping and jumping, that is my dog. She does what she wants. And yeah, I guess let's just get started. I have almost no physical products to share with you, which is typically the case. Just as a housekeeping, any links that I can find are in the description box below, as are a bunch of other links to all my socials, equipment I use, etc, etc. So check out the description box. And without further ado, let's just get into the list. First on my list is it's like a project management system. So I just got started using Asana, which, to be honest, I'd kind of avoided because I have used Trello in the past, and I didn't quite like that. I didn't like the aesthetic of it as much, and I found it a little bit harder to use. Asana just is more peaceful to use. Similar setup with the boards and the checklists and things, but I don't know, I just like the feel of this one better. And I've only been using it a little while, but so far so good. I kind of went through and set up all of my different like business things and gave each one its own board, set up my goals for the year, set up my business goals, and sort of like started tracking all of that. Okay, so next up on the list is the only physical product I have to show you. It's a book, and I have two book recommendations. One is like an actual helpful book, one is a fun book. So this is the actually helpful book. It's still really fun to read. This is The Financial Diet. They have a YouTube channel of the same name, and I'm not a website, basically, The Financial Diet. This is really good. I'm not all the way through it. I'm about halfway, and honestly, it's pretty much all like common sense and stuff like that, and just like being really brutally honest with you about money and explaining terms. They have a glossary for weird terms like stocks and bonds and whatever, things that you don't know. It's heavily geared towards women and taking control of their future or their financial future. It's basically, it says, a total beginner's guide to getting good with money. Book number 2 is called Midnight Blue. It is an erotic novel. You guys know I like reading those. 80% of what I read is erotic novels. The other 20% is business books. Gotta keep it balanced, right? So this kind of follows a rock star. You come to him after he's come out of rehab, and he is a total a-hole. They hire a babysitter for him, and it's sort of their story and the struggles of having to contain a recovering cocaine addict while on tour, and everybody's trying to give him everything. So it's really good. There's not like an overwhelming amount of sexy times in it. It's enough. It is quite like aggressive. It's not like rapey or anything, but it's like, it is a lot of like dirty talk stuff. Yeah, it's not like sweet and romantic, that's for sure, but it's very good, and I quite enjoyed it. Makes me feel like I was dating a rock star for a few days while I was reading the book, which is good enough for me. The next thing on my favorites list is meal prepping. I recently started doing meal prepping for the week. I only do it for my lunches, mostly because everything else is kind of just like, I come home, make whatever, you know, or pull leftovers out of the fridge. I don't have to pay for my food. I live at home with my mom. I pay her rent, and my rent goes towards like the utilities I consume and groceries and things like that. So I just tell her sort of like what I would like, and when she buys the groceries, she gets the things for me, and then I meal prep on Sundays. I've done it a couple of weeks now, and other than like getting so engrossed in my work during the day and forgetting to eat my lunch, it's going pretty good, and I can say I have definitely saved some money. I did film my first week of meal prep and like doing that, but I really am not sure if I want to put it up as a video. Let me know. I'm doing like a whole like financial month in February, not of videos, but like of like I am going to get my finances in order, and so maybe it would be good content. Let me know if you want to see it. It's not particularly good, but it's something, and it is definitely different than most meal prep videos. The next item is not an item, actually, it's an experience. So if you follow me on Instagram, which my handle is @rebelliousclove, it's on the screen now for you. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen that I went to an event called Can You Help? It was their 10th anniversary. That's not the event, that's the charity. It was their 10th anniversary like charity benefit dinner, or not dinner, concert. Apparently I can't really think and speak. Anyway, so I went to this concert where a bunch of local bands play. My friend's band was playing. I also have sort of, I'm gonna say helped Nancy, who is the person who started the charity. We sat down with her from the Clear Closet and gave her some ideas on how to boost her fundraising and get a social media marketing campaign going. Back in October, I think we talked to her, or yeah, it was October, and that was really good because she was able to boost and earn, like not earn, but and like get a lot of money for her upcoming trip to Kenya with a bunch of people to build, I don't know what it exactly is going towards, but all of the money raised goes directly back into the charity and like to the project, so none of it is used for administration costs. So we all know it's going to good use, that's for sure. So I went to their 10th anniversary benefit concert. It was really good. I quite enjoyed myself. There was all kinds of like silent auctions, lots of local bands, and yeah, it was just really great, and it was really nice to actually put my money towards something good, even though all I did was buy my ticket in, which was $20, so not a whole lot. It was worth it for sure, and it was a really good night. Yeah. I have a couple products to talk about next. So I could have got these products, but there's no point in showing them to you because they're miniatures and my camera doesn't focus on anything but my face. So product number one is the Pixie Glow Tonic. I picked up a tiny bottle from Shoppers Drug Mart, which was really expensive. Okay, it's this big and it was $20, which is stupidly expensive considering I know if I were to go to Target in the States it would be half that much, and then when you do the exchange it would probably be about $15. Like, that's still a lot cheaper, and I don't know, I don't like paying that much money for things in the drugstore because in theory they're supposed to be cheaper, but they're not always. Anyway, I'm kind of in love. I didn't really want to get it because I thought it was like a color and it might like tinge my skin with the Glow Tonic. I don't know what I was thinking, but I've been using it for a little bit, not a long time, but it hasn't broken me out. I haven't got some weird rash or bumps on my face, and in fact it's taken away a lot of like redness and a lot of like bumps and things that were on my face already that I was struggling with. My skin's not been like as good as it normally is, especially like around my mouth where I touch it a lot. But yeah, it's actually really smoothed out the texture of my skin, and that's been pretty awesome. The second product is the It Cosmetics Superhero. Yes, that's what it's called. It's linked in the description. It's mascara. So it is basically amazeballs. I don't know how else to describe it, and I know that's a really like weird way to describe a mascara, but I just got like a mini version of it, and I put that shit on and suddenly I have super long eyelashes that are just like wha-bam in your face. And like, I have long eyelashes to start off with, but they're kind of light in color, so you don't see the ends of them, and you know, just you put these on and it's like whew, you know, I don't know how else to describe it. They're just really freaking awesome. Yeah, and I will probably buy the full size next time I'm in Sephora, which won't be for a while, which I will explain at the end. And my final favorite item is my hair. Again, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you would have seen when I got this cut. I got about 5 inches taken off. It doesn't look its best right now, that's for sure, because this is day 6 hair. Yes, you heard that right, day 6 hair. I can actually go 6 days without washing my hair before it gets to the point of like, yeah, you need to wash that. So it doesn't look awesome, but it also isn't particularly greasy either. It just looks limp and gross. So I got 4 or 5 inches cut off, which was definitely needed. I also got a lot of blonde put in, which you can't really see, but if you go and look at my Instagram, you will see the photos from when it got done, and you'll see what I mean. It looks awesome, and I'm very happy with how it turned out. If you are in Kingston, like in my city, I go to a place called Morelos. I go to Laura. She is amazing. She's the one in there with purple hair. She always has purple hair. And I've been going to her for years. Alright, so that's it for my favorites. I tried to breeze through it as quickly as possible. And I'll have to cut a lot of this out. So I am going to have like an interesting month coming up. I have decided to do a no spend month. This is me putting it out into the world to keep myself accountable. I am not going to spend on any unnecessary things for the whole month of February. That means no trips to Sephora, no online orders for Torrid, no ASOS orders, no Amazon orders, which I definitely get a lot of. Unless it's a necessity, like I lose my memory card for some reason, I will need to get another one. It's a necessity for doing videos and running my business. So also I am going to require that I take my lunch to work every day. I will give myself a very small budget of eating out money, and I am going to cut back on my Starbucks a bit. So you guys probably know I'm a little addicted, so it's gonna be an interesting month. I will be talking about it on my blog, which you can find if you go to my website. It's just rebelliousclove.com. It's linked in the description. I have written 2 posts by the time, like in January, so by the time this video goes up, there will be 2 posts up, like I said, for my goals, and I would love it if you guys would read them. And you can follow my journey for the no spend month. I don't know what my content is gonna look like for February because I don't know Like, I'm not gonna be buying anything. Actually, to be honest, I have stuff coming in the mail from Torrid that should be here in the middle of next week. So, you know, I just don't want to do a haul. I do want to do like a what I wore this week kind of video. And I have some other things in the works. But let me know if you guys want to hear about my no spend month. Maybe like a halfway check-in, see how I'm doing. I don't know. Let me know. And that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave comments below if you have them. Like this video. Subscribe for new content every week. And check the description box. All the links for everything that I can find are in there. Alright? I will see you guys next week. Bye!